Okay, I'm at my next location. This is Joker's Garage and Lounge, and we are in Brooklyn. And as you can see, we've got some beautiful bikes. These are project bikes that are being worked on. And you got the latest, greatest bikes from Saunders. These are beautiful. These guys specialize in all types of bikes, scooters. As you can see, here's the scooters. I mean, these guys are not playing too. Like in my last video over at Philippaki, as you could see, you know, this is some serious stuff, okay? So we're gonna come back now. This is the little lounge area. And there's my Big Bertha, of course. And this is a very new shop. They just opened up. We had a great grand opening. And here now is my friend Joey. Joey's involved with me in the project. In the New York City Safe Battery Education Program.
That's it. Get that knowledge, baby.
So Joey, tell us about the shop. Tell us what you guys are about, what you do.
Absolutely. So, as you know, we're known as Joker's Garage and Lounge. We've been open officially since June 3rd. And we specialize in custom builds and repairs for the most part.
Okay.
We're starting to slowly get into the whole idea of doing sales and things of that nature, but that's coming down the line.
Okay.
That's what it pretty much boils down to.
And this is a full service shop,
Yes,
as
sir.
we can see here. And you can see they got some project bikes, and you can see how this shop is. And you know, this is something we're trying to stress. This is a professional, clean shop. Unlike some of the things you've seen on the news lately in Chinatown, where these fires and things have occurred, because, you know, this is the difference, and we need to explain this to people, that when a shop is done professionally, it's done safely. I mean, you see this. This is serious technology here. These guys know what they're doing. You know, they've been in business for a while doing it. So this is the kind of shop you want to come to if you want to get service, and eventually they'll be doing sales as well. But don't get me wrong, somebody's always selling something. So
Yeah, you're right.
in this community, so you know, you don't always necessarily have to buy something brand new. You know, and just quickly about you know, batteries and battery safety and your experience and what you know, what you think is.
Look, you know, it first of all, with the batteries, there is so little knowledge out there for the regular individual that
Right.
just wants to come into a shop and buy an electric scooter like it's a bicycle with pedals.
Right.
It's a different animal altogether, and there should definitely be regulations in place
Right.
to force the mom and pop shops that do sell these
Sure.
to kind of take the time and explain
Right.
what it is they're selling.
Right. Don't just sell it and send them out the door.
Yeah. You know, there should be a whole procedure behind it if they're not aware of what they're buying.
Right.
Charging instructions are one of the most important things you can actually relay to that customer.
Without a doubt.
How to charge, when to charge, where to charge.
Yes. When not to charge.
When not to charge.
Yeah.
You know, far too often we have individuals that ride these scooters in the rain.
Yeah. Rain is definitely a killer of
Yeah.
controllers, of batteries.
Absolutely. And one of the things I have to emphasize is that no scooter or e-bike is waterproof.
Right.
It is not waterproof, so let's get that through your head.
Well, really, nothing's waterproof.
Water resistant.
Yeah, okay.
But yes, so
Right.
the key thing is the battery safety part
Yes.
of it.
And as you can see on a scooter like this is where the battery is, folks. Okay? So it's always at the bottom, and it's, you know, when you got water and stuff kicking up, don't get me wrong, it's sealed well, but you don't want to be running these things in deep water.
Absolutely
You know,
not.
these are the motors here, so this is a dual motor version. You know, and people don't understand any of this. You know, they just they really are, you know, I hate to say the word, but they're ignorant in a sense, and it's not their fault. But a lot of people in places, just like you said, here you go, give us your credit card,
That's it. It's
and
about
you're
the
out
sale.
the door.
It's about the sale at the end
Right.
of the day. And,
Right.
you know, quite honestly, there should be a little more responsibility laid on their hands
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're putting something in their hands that is extremely dangerous, not only because of the lithium battery, but
Right.
because of the speeds that sometimes
Yes.
folks modify this to,
Right.
to go to. I
Right.
mean, you know, so between the battery safety and teaching these folks the way to ride in the streets
right.
and to be responsible.
Right.
That's information that I think is very important to folks that come into a shop to buy at any given time.
Now the group you have, obviously, Team ECS.
East Coast Scooters, baby. And then I gotta say, we've been preaching this for the longest time.
Right.
If you look back at all our videos, that's one of the first things we speak about is safety.
Yes.
First of all, the safety with wearing gear. The required gear is necessary, not that Amazon crap you guys are buying lately that all looks alike. It's all generic.
Yes.
These are not quality products.
Right.
They are not.
Right.
They may help for maybe a bicycle ride with
Right.
pedals, but with something like this, I suggest you get something in the motorcycle caliber.
Yes.
You know,
motocross style,
yeah. I mean,
heavy
why not?
duty.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When you start buying this cheapo stuff, you're gonna get what you paid for.
I had a guy who wanted to ride over here with us, and I'm always breaking his chops because he never has a helmet.
No.
And I literally had to like scorn him in front of everyone at HQ. He had this look on his face. I go, bro, I'm not joking. You cannot ride with me without a helmet.
Right, so you see, that's
right.
Before we go anywhere,
I mean,
I give that speech.
Minimum.
The speech is always done, and
Right.
anyone that comes onto one of the ECS group rides,
Right.
they know right off the bat that the speech is coming out. That's coming out of my mouth or the Sarge,
Of
Clyde.
course, of
Big ups
course.
to Clyde.
Yes. Clyde is.
Once that speech goes out, you're basically going to be told right there and then. If you want to ride with us, you have to be well prepared with gear. If you don't have that gear on,
you can't ride.
You can't ride with us.
Right. We don't.
So don't even tail us. Don't try to stay close to us.
Exactly.
Because we're gonna make you feel uncomfortable.
Right.
We're not doing that.
Right.
It's about safety, folks.
Right.
You know, you gotta protect this beautiful
exactly.
vessel you have.
Exactly.
So.
And that's something we see. Nobody stresses that, and until they come out on an actual group ride, and then they see how well put together when we do rides, and there is a structure. There's
absolutely.
There's a hierarchy to the group, and you know what? Like when I do my ride, some people think I'm a jerk, and it's like, you know what? I'd rather be known as a jerk, and you didn't get killed on my ride or kill someone. For the most part, I think most people they get with the program.
Yeah.
If they want to be down, listen, we're not asking for blood.
That's it.
and so again, as you spoke about Clyde. Clyde is also the third musketeer in this partnership that we've formed for the New York City Battery Safety Education Program, which we want to. I got the information from the fire department, which is very valuable, and that's something we want to partner up with, because they're really on top of it. I got the information when I was at Philip Hockey earlier, and it's a great resource. We're also going to be putting together flyers that we're going to hand out. We're going to do a big ride, and we're just going to get the word spread, that we want to educate people. Absolutely. Like I said, some people, they think BMS is a Korean boy band. I mean, if you don't know what a BMS is, people look at me like I have three heads.
I'll be honest with you, when I first got into
of course. Nobody knew. They were like, what?
BMS,
well, and just for most people out there, it's battery management system. It's a very simple device, but it literally, the more advanced ones, can tell you on the phone every single battery cell, what it's doing in your battery pack.
That's right.
And this is important because if you notice your battery is not charging properly, that usually means one of your batteries, if not more, are unbalanced, meaning they're not getting the same charge as the other ones. They're dying. And, a BMS is going to let you know. A lot of this cheap Chinese stuff out there, they have garbage batteries, garbage weld spots, no BMS.
Yeah, no BMS or garbage BMS.
Garbage, yeah. I mean, you could literally get $1 BMS. I've seen them. It's ridiculous.
I'll tell you this. We did a quick inspection,
right,
if that makes sense, of a battery that a person brought in. This is about, I want to say, a month and a half ago.
Right.
This battery was literally just not cooperating. Let's just say that. So we finally said, listen, we have to open it up. Let's check the BMS.
Right.
Sure enough, we opened it up. The BMS itself was something that you might have found in some regular
Radio Shack
or something. That's what it looked like.
Right.
But on top of that, what we discovered is that the amount of cells that they claimed were in there weren't literally in there.
Right.
We literally found batteries that contain sand inside of them.
Right, fake batteries.
Fake batteries.
Yeah.
We pulled them out and we're looking at it. There's something odd about it. Sand came out of the battery.
Right.
Again, this is why it's so important to go to a reputable source to get these batteries.
And that's and that's another thing we're going to be talking about in the future. We're going to be doing we have guys who love to do reviews, so they're going to review their rides. And a lot of people don't know. They just see a scooter, they think they're all the same, and oh, it's cheap, I'm going to buy it. So we're going to recommend to people what to buy, what not to buy. Things to stay away from, because just from our experience, we know the good from the bad from the ugly.
Absolutely.
And my experience, even with my board from La Croix, when I went to upgrade the battery, when we pulled the battery apart, some of the batteries weren't even tacked to the strip. So, and this is a major company, and the owner, Alex, who's a friend of mine, I called him out on it on the page, and people got on my ass about it, and he actually admitted, no, he's right. Some of those battery packs were garbage.
Yeah.
So it can happen even to a good company.
Yeah. Quality control is everything.
And inspections are something we've been talking about, having a program. Hopefully the city can get on board with this. It wouldn't be an expensive process. An inspection, let's face it, the battery is everything. So that's the heart, it's everything. So it would take maybe a half hour to open up a case, take a look. You could show it to the client, so then they get a better understanding. We test it, we see what's going on. If it looks good, great. You're out the door.
That's right.
If not, and you need a replacement, okay, this is what needs to be done. And a lot of times, it might not just be a replacement. It might have to be an upgrade. It might have to be a rebuild. Like the city has it in their head. They think it's like swapping loaves of bread. A rye for something else, pumpernickel.
I think they're misinformed.
They're totally, and that's why we're not here to knock anyone. We're here to help. We're here to educate, because we are the guys that have been doing this. I've been riding electric bikes now. I got my first e-bike, lithium ion, in 2010 from a guy in Texas.
You're fucking old.
I am very old.
My apologies for the language.
That's all right. Very old. But that's what I'm saying. And so I've had 2 e-bikes, and I've had 3 e-boards. And guess what? Never had any issues, never had any problems. And we are 1,000 deep in our crew. And we're not burning our houses down.
I think we're more than that,
but I'm just saying, we could get 1,000 guys together that'll all testify and show you their ride and show you what they got, and we're not starting fires, because there's basics. We gotta explain to people the basics.
Educate yourselves, guys.
Like I said, if you got a battery and you notice it's not charging in the regular amount of time it normally takes, just leaving it plugged in for 2 days is not going to make a difference.
Yeah.
If it doesn't turn green, you have a problem, and that's why it needs to be inspected, and that's why a shop like Joker's Garage here would be the best, and this is something that we talk about offering, and we want to talk to the city, get them on board about this, because this is a serious issue, and we're literally talking about saving people's lives.
Oh, absolutely.
And this is something we care about, because we're leisure riders. Myself, Joe, Clark, we're leisure riders. We're not the guys out there killing ourselves, doing food deliveries and all that stuff. And they're the people that really are going to benefit the most, I think, from this program.
Oh, absolutely. If you could just get a handful of these guys and just bring them in and let us talk to them for a bit and educate them a bit. And let them go back
They'll
out
tell their
and
friends. Right.
So we can relay that information to them.
Right.
I think we'll have a lot less of these problems than we do now.
Right.
Again, I feel like the media is blowing it out of proportion.
Well, because they want to sensationalize fires, and and that's what they do.
I personally think it's unfair to folks like ourselves who we are leisure.
Right, because they want to lump us all together with legislation, and that's why we're not against legislation, but there needs to be proper education before legislation.
I like that.
There you go. I'm a poet. I didn't even know it.
We're going to put out an album soon.
Oh, geez.
A strip album.
No, there'll be none of that. That'll be a flop for sure.
But for you folks out there also, using the right chargers, man. I mean, you
Yeah.
guys are out of your minds.
Yeah.
I see
You
guys
can't
on
play
the-
mix and match.
Yeah, you know, you got a guy walking around with a battery that's
Right.
60 volts and
Right.
they're using a 72 volt charger.
Ooh.
That's a big no-no.
No.
I mean, you should know better
No.
than that. The BMS is designed to work
Right.
in conjunction
Certain
with
voltage and
with
the battery
charger.
pack.
So it can shut off at a certain time.
Exactly.
When you feed it that kind of energy, it's a problem.
Yeah,
it's a problem.
right. You're force feeding.
Yeah, you know.
And don't get me wrong, you'll charge those batteries, but you're gonna turn them into time
yeah,
bombs.
absolutely.
Yeah, because it's not made to handle. That's the key. That's the number one thing, and I see that a lot. We want people to understand. Okay, and you got to take care of your charger. You can't be throwing it around like a pillow.
Yeah.
You know, you got your device. If you wreck your device, say it gets hit by a car or a cab, you got to get it checked out.
Yep.
There's no way it's okay.
That's
You
right.
know,
And listen, guys, my charger, when I take it with me on rides,
Right.
literally sits in a foam
in a
bag.
foam bag. That's what I
It's
have.
a foam bag
Right.
to keep it from getting hit.
Right.
So,
Right.
you know, take care of that
Right.
as much as you should take care of your battery.
Yeah, I've had the same charger since I got my board over 3 years, almost 3.5 years. Same remote, same battery in the remote. Okay, so it is possible. You know, these things will last if you maintain them. Basic maintenance.
Stop being lazy.
Well, and like we say, you know, it's a life or death situation. This is not a joke. You could put your life, your family's life, and everyone else in the building at risk. You know, so again, this is what we're really about. This is what we're stressing. We're just starting out with this initiative, and obviously we'll have more information as we proceed. This is, like I said, this is just the very early stages, but we're doing it. We're taking it upon ourselves. You know what they say, if you want something done, you got to do it yourself.
Brother.
You know, so, and this is what we're about. And I appreciate Joey having me at the shop today.
Thank
And
you for showing up, man.
of course,
I was excited about this, man.
and Joey, you know, will definitely be featured in future stuff because, like I said, it's myself, Joey, and Clyde that are really the, you know, the three guys that are going to be the kind of the face of this. But don't get me wrong, all of our guys are going to be involved with this.
Yeah, especially here, Joker's Garage and Lounge. So you guys know, Joker, who's my little brother,
Right.
is the owner of this shop,
Right.
and he is also vice president of East Coast Scooters.
Yes.
Along with Danny, who's the president.
Okay.
So these guys are championing this whole thing. They're
Right.
behind us.
Right. And your chief mechanic?
Chief mechanic Fernando, and you know, obviously Joker himself.
Yes.
Myself personally, I do my thing, but
Yeah.
not to the level that these guys do.
Right,
They're
right.
they're
masters.
masters at this craft.
Yep.
And I've learned a lot from them. So yeah, you guys need to stay tuned.
Yep.
Need to be safe out there.
Yes.
Listen, and come on, let's get together and make this happen, man.
Yes.
It's necessary.
So again, tell us the name of the shop and the address and where people can reach you guys.
Absolutely. So it's 4812 3rd Avenue here in Brooklyn, New York, 11220. And the name of the shop is Joker's Garage and Lounge. Listen, come by. You can chill out, watch what we do. We got places for you to sit down.
Look at it. Got a beautiful lounge.
Coffee,
snacks,
drinks, whatever you
water.
need. Yeah. come through.
And you're open Tuesday through Saturday?
Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
We take in our last appointments at around 6:30 or so, depending. We may make some exceptions, but by 6:30 we're looking to wrap it up.
What's the best way for people to contact? Phone?
Well, you can contact us
Instagram,
here,
what?
Instagram, Facebook, or you can actually, there is a QR code that you can actually go on to the website.
Okay.
Let's take a walk over here. I'll show you
Oh,
what's
yeah.
happening.
Let's see what we got. Maybe they can QR code from my video. We'll see.
I'll show you right out of here. Some good stuff happening, folks.
All right. Oh, I see. There's the QR. We like this. We're getting real official technology. Let me see. All right. So there's the QR code. All right, let me turn the light off. Yeah, that's better. All right. It's the same as that one?
No, this is the QR code for East Coast Scooter.
Okay. Here's the QR code for East Coast Scooters. If you want to find out about the rides and all the activities that we do.
Absolutely.
And like I said, so this is the shop. It's brand new. It's awesome. You know, we had a great opening event party.
That was...
Oh yeah. Look at that. You know, these guys aren't playing around, you know? So that's what it's all about here. And as you see, you know, very clean, very professional. You know, we take this stuff very seriously. All of us, what we do, you know, my profession, Joe's profession, Clyde, we're all in the trades. So, you know, this is something that we take serious. You know, we're not messing around. We're not playing games. So this is it for this video. And I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, feel free in the comments. And have a great day and ride safe.